who are clear that they are in their crone phase. Some are in their mother phase. We have folk who are straight, folk who are queer. We have folk who are mixed race. We have folk who just kind of like woke up one day and like, oh hell, I'm a crone, you know? And so we talk about eldership and what that means to be like gifted with eldership, and are you ready for that? So there'll be 10 interviews. Each interview, I will let you know what phase of my life I met this person, whether I was a maid, mother, or crone, how I know this person. You'll learn a little bit about their astrological signs, because that's my jam. And then we'll talk about how they're experiencing life. And they'll have an opportunity to make an offering to the Black Girl's Guide to Surviving Menopause. So that's what you can expect for these first 10 or so episodes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exciting.
It's very exciting.
What do you, Omi Sade,
want
to contribute to the Black Girl Guide to Surviving Menopause?
This is I've been thinking about this a lot, because I've been thinking about what I would say to my 12-year-old self a lot, because that's when I first started my period. And now I've been thinking about the conversations I want to have with myself. So I think what I would want to offer to the guide is a real strong affirmation of, you know what, you're okay. You're really doing a good job. And it's okay if every day you get to wake up and decide who you want to be, what you want to do, what you need, and what you want. Every day you get to do that. And I think that as a person, a Black woman who's grown up in the South, who kind of struggled against respectability politics and like being aspirationally bougie, we'll talk about that in the episode later. Like breaking free of that aspiration has been a challenge for me. And I can find that shadow side of that challenge popping up still at 52. And me quieting that anxiety, that fear, that concern to say, you know what, you're actually doing a really good job. And I want you to like be okay with that. Like if today is a day where you need to be quiet, it's okay. You get to be quiet. You get to play. You get to rest. You get to love. You actually get to renegotiate who you thought you were supposed to be. You get to do something different. You get to love. You get to have good, amazing sex, consensual, amazing sex with whomever you please, and not feel judged by you or anybody else. You get to be a good mama, right? And not live in a past of any kind of like mistakes you make, because it's making you a good mama. And so it's a gift of being present. It's a gift of being present. I like time traveling. I think time travel is possible. I feel like I do it a lot, right? I think I time travel in my dreams. I time travel in conversations because I tell stories. And I also feel like it's really, really powerful, a powerful gift to be present. Like it's a powerful gift for me to be really clear. I'm right here, right now, talking to you. I'm not in 1977, right? Even though I time traveled to 1977 to have that conversation with my mom. And I'm not in 2037. Like, I'm just not in those places physically. I want to know where I am, really, really. And I want to be okay with being okay. Like, you're fine. Mm-hmm. And so that might be my offering, is to reassure other crones or reassure future crones. You're okay. You're okay. Exactly where you are. Yeah. It's okay. You're fine.
Because it's teaching us that we're okay exactly where we are.
Yeah.
We're looking to our sisters. We're looking to you. We're looking to our mothers. We're looking to, I wonder if grandma felt this way. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And trying to make sense of that for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And so I believe that offer of negotiation and to say to us and to each other and to yourself. Yeah. I'm okay, you're okay, we're okay.
Even on my worst days. I want to be able to say to myself, you know what, sis? You're okay. this was hard. And it's okay to be honest about that being hard and you taking care of yourself. And on my best days where I feel shiny as shit, I want to be like, yeah, I feel shiny as hell today. And I don't want to feel any shame for feeling shiny. Yes. Yeah. Shiny. Come through, shiny.
Come through.
So I'm okay with that too. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's what I would offer.
I think that's really powerful.
I want to thank my sister, who toggles between being my little sister and being my big sister, right? Because you get to do that. Like, age and chronology, I think, is important. And it also is important to acknowledge that there are times, Angel, when you show up and you are very much my big sister. And there are times where I'm your big sister. And I've appreciated the beauty of that fluidity with you. So thank you for being with me today and interviewing me.
It's absolutely my pleasure, Omi, and I do want to say that is what you have been teaching me. In terms of that fluidity, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here with you. Yay. So thank you, too.
You're welcome. So, there's going to be an opportunity for collective knowledge sharing, because I don't think that I'm the only person who's grappling with questions. I also don't think that I'm the only person who has an offering, right? So I want to create a space for both the question and the offering for folk who I might not be able to interview, but you get to tap in, right? So I want to welcome everybody to the Black Girl's Guide to Surviving Menopause, and you get to participate, right? And you can also send listener letters to decolonizingthecrone@gmail.com. So what are these listener letters, right? These listener letters are a way for us to share our hopes and our dreams, to ask questions, to share collective knowledge. What I asked you to do is you're going to send a listener letter is to put in the subject line what the listener letter is about. Is it the maid, the mother, or the crone? And in your listener letter, you get to ask the question based on the phase. Is this a maid question? Is this a mother question? Is this a crone question? And if you have an offering to the Black Girl's Guide to Surviving Menopause, you can do that with the listener letter too. And we're going to share these letters. We're going to share these letters with our co-host and our guest. And we're also going to share these letters back out to other listeners so you can get the benefit of this community that we're hoping is going to continue to grow. And I want to reiterate again around the maid, mother, crone, and how that is in some ways reinforcing cisgendered privilege. And I don't want that to be the case. I want this to be an accessible space that we all get to navigate and negotiate and explore together. So if you identify as someone who is trans or gender non-binary and you have a question for the maid phase or the mother phase or the crone phase, you get to ask that question. I might not always have the answer, but I'm definitely going to share these questions because there might be other folk who will become a part of our listeners, our body of listeners who may actually have responses. And you also get to follow us. We are on Instagram at Decolonizing the Crone. That's the symbol at Decolonizing the Crone. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to listen. Thanks for listening. Peace.